Most of the time, it's different from the way you see life. Sometimes, life is good. Other times, well, maybe not so good. And this is why many times we need someone to talk to, someone to listen to us without judging us. And this is a program that is designed exactly for that purpose, where we can talk, chat, laugh, and sometimes cry together. Come on, let's talk over our matters. Let's discuss the matters of life and find solutions together. This is SHINA. Our program is now going to be on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays from 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. I need you to join in. We need to talk together. You will have the opportunity to call in, ask questions, discuss matters that concern your heart, and I guarantee you, you'll be glad that you talked. I'll be waiting on you Tuesday, and on Wednesday, and on Thursday. SHINA will be waiting for you.
Hey guys, my name is SHINA OYINLOLA, and I'm trying to let you know that Abntv do live stream events. Do you have any event coming up? Do you want somebody to do that for you? Live stream your event either to your own portal or to Abntv Direct. Call on us now, 346-426-5650, 346-426-5650. We'll be glad to help you out. Thank you.
Hello everyone, and it's so good to know that you're there. This is Sharing Life Matters with SHINA, and you're most welcome to the program. How's your day been? Well, mine has been good, and like I would always say, every day is a good day. I just want you to see the glass as half full. Though it didn't work, but try again, and try again, and try again. Eventually, what you're looking for, you will get. All right. Thank you so much, and I want to appreciate all of you, those of you that call us, those of you that give us your stories to talk about. Sincerely, from the bottom of my heart, I really, really appreciate you. Domestic violence is a major issue in our society, and much as we talk about it, the problem is still there. But then, we can't give up. We can't stop talking about it. You know why? The more we talk about it, the more it is reduced. The reality is that we cannot totally solve, we cannot totally eradicate the issue of domestic violence, but we can reduce it. And so you and I can't afford to keep quiet. And that is why tonight you should call someone, get someone to sit with the program, talk about the program, talk over it. That way issues are resolved and, you know, people get better. And that's just the truth. Usually in our society, we hear that someone has killed someone, just like what we're about to share tonight, or someone has killed someone, someone has maimed someone. You know, those are big news. And when they happen, of course, everybody would like to talk about it. But then there are things that kept building up till it got to a level of someone killing someone. Those little things that were building up are the things I'd like to talk about on my program. If those things can be taken out of the way, then there will be less and less of domestic violence. Whatever your relationship is, make sure it works. Do everything within your power to make it work. If you have to beg, beg. If you have to spend money, spend money. If you have to call on others to step into it, call on others to step into it. Just make sure it works. Hey, if however the journey is too tough for both of you to walk along the same aisle, by all means, go your separate ways. You're better off living long as a single parent than dying young in the name of love. Love is a beautiful thing. Love shouldn't hurt. Love shouldn't kill. Love shouldn't make another want to cry. If we can think about these things and work towards it, what a beautiful, what a lovely world it will be for all of us. Tonight, I'm going to be starting on a sad note because this issue of domestic violence, much as we tackle it, we still have the problems. But the time has come for us to start saying the hard truth to ourselves. If we can nurse ourselves with the truth, then surely decisions will be taken. Hey, if I were you, I wouldn't want to be killed in the name of love. Neither would I want someone that I love to be killed in the name of love. The same way, I want you to make up your mind. If your life is being threatened wherever you are, speak out, report, run. You cannot afford to stay where your life is not guaranteed. Love is good. Love is beautiful. Love is desirable. But when love is threatening your life, it is no longer love. It has become something else. We'll go on a break very shortly, and when we return, I would unveil my topic and we'll talk about it. But I want you to know that the issue of domestic violence is a major problem that we still need to talk about. Did you hear of the man that killed his wife just 2 days ago? Yeah, we will talk about it tonight. In a civilized society, in a country where we believe that there are laws and orders, all these things are still happening. It shouldn't be. Don't let me let the cat out of the bag before I get back from break. Hey, do you have any advertising needs and you want us to advertise any of your product? Call us, give us a ring, text us, and we will be glad to advertise your product for you. It could be small, it could be big. Whatever you're doing, it really doesn't matter. We will showcase your business to the world, and definitely we will. Or you want to partner with me on this program, Sharing Life Matters with Ishman, that will be a delight in my heart. All right, today, take and make that decision today. Give us a call and we will surely let you know how beautiful your product is. It could be services as well. It could be an upcoming program. It could be anything that you want the world to know about. We'll be glad to help you. Hey, let's go on that quick break, and when we return, we hit the ground running. This is Sharing Life Matters with Ishman, and I will see you at the other side of the divide.
BSA Procurement and Logistics Services. Ship to USA from Niger, or ship from Niger to USA, and also to Canada. Individual, small business, corporate establishments, and African stores and restaurants. Ship anything at all. USA office 12202 Bishop Street, Houston, Texas 77072. Telephone 832-614-8984 or 281-741-4829. Email info@bsaprologservice.com or www.bsaprologservice.com. BSA Procurement and Logistics Services. You are the reason we exist.
Àánú Olúwa African Store níbi tí a ti ń ta oúnjẹ Áfíríkà lóníkan òjọ̀kan, iṣu, ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀, èlùbọ́, gààrí tó kan tó wọ̀nyí, ẹja tútù, ẹja gbígbẹ, pọ̀nmọ́, panla, ẹ̀fọ́ lóríṣiríṣi. Bẹ́ẹ̀ la ní àwọn ohun èròjà inú ọbẹ̀ tiwantiwa tó pójú owó, epo pupa, tìmáàtì, atarodo, sọ̀m̀bọ̀, tàǹtàṣé, irú, ògìrì, àwọn ìrẹsì tiwantiwa. Bó ń fẹ́ ọ̀fadà, ó rí níbẹ̀. Àánú Olúwa African Store. Wọ́n ń bá ní ṣe oúnjẹ, tẹ́ ẹ bá ní ṣíṣe. Oúnjẹ wọn dùn, lóhùn ó pójú owó wọ́n ń ṣe home delivery fún ẹni tí ó bá lè wá. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tó ń fẹ́ ra àwọn ohun èlò ẹwà ara tàbí ohun èlò ẹwà orí obìnrin, báàgì ìléwọ́, weave-on, jewelry, bàtà, aṣọ Áfíríkà, wọ́n ń ṣe ẹwà irun orí fún àwọn obìnrin. Gbogbo ohun èròjà tí ẹbí rẹ̀ nílò ni wọ́n ń tà níbẹ̀, bó jẹ́ tọkùnrin bó jẹ́ tobìnrin àti tàwọn èwe pẹ̀lú. Àánú Olúwa African Store wà ní number 4917 Highway 36 South Suite B, Rosenborg, Texas 77471. Tí ẹ bá ń fẹ́ ẹ̀kúnrẹ́rẹ́ àlàyé ẹ pè Janet lórí aago tó rún 832-858-6453 tàbí 832-858-6455. Máa gbénú Amẹ́ríkà ló nǹkan Áfíríkà. Àánú Olúwa African Store ló nìyẹn, ìrọ̀rùn ló bá dé.
If you are interested in healthcare field, Big Sis Medical Institute can help you get there. A Texas board certified institute specialized in certified nursing assistant program. Our program lasts for 5 weeks, which includes hands-on training with professional trained instructors and on-site clinical practical in-state approved nursing facilities. We also provide morning and evening classes. Big Sis Medical Institute can help place graduates in great job environment and is proud of providing services for more than a decade. Please call us at 281-497-8446 or 281-757-6621. Email us at bigsismedicalinstitute@gmail.com or come visit us at 2215 Highway 6 South, Houston, Texas 77077. Come, let us make your dream a reality.
Welcome back, and good to know that you're there. This is Sharing Life Matters with Eshman. At the right time, we'll open up the phone lines, and of course, I'll be expecting your calls and your contributions to the program. Now, tonight's program, I've entitled it, When They Want to Live Their Truth Even After Marriage. Now, human beings are human beings, and there is nothing you can do about it. At some point, every human being will think, oh, this is my truth, and I want to live it. Now, most people will live their truth with their partners without any problem. And they will forge ahead, they will live and almost die together, without anybody knowing anything, and everything will just go, simply and smoothly. But then, there are people that even after marriage, that's when they will decide that they want to live their truth. And their truth may not be in line with the ab initio agreement of the marriage. Now, when that happens, what do you do? What do you say? The real truth is that anyone that wants to live their truth, you may not like what I'm about to say, but I would say it because I have come to the level where only truth be told. Hey, if anybody wants to live their truth, let them live their truth. The reality is, when you try to stop someone, then they see you as an impediment. They see you as a clog in the wheels of their progress. And it becomes so difficult for them to make, in quote, the progress that they want to make. Of course, people shouldn't be selfish because you're not living for yourself alone. Whatever life you're living, you must always consider your partner. And so, if you now have this partner that is a bit selfish, that is self-centered, that is not thinking about you and is insisting on living his own truth, or she's living her own truth, of course you can advise, you can beg if you have to, you can call on people to weigh in. But when he's insisting and you're seeing the determination, you better let them go. These are the things that lead to domestic violence. These are the things that make people kill people because they feel that someone is a stumbling block in my life. Hey, don't be a stumbling block in anybody's way. Look, staying together, marriage or whatever union you want to call it, is not all that you live for. There are some other things in your life that are more important. You can't force someone that believes that this is how I want to live my life, and you want to force him to live according to your own dictates? No. Now, before I go on that, let me quickly say, if you're living with someone, whatever your truth is, you must put the other party in consideration. Your truth that you want to live alone by yourself is a selfish act. And that's not fair. That's probably not part of what you agreed when you were coming together, when you were getting together. Now that you are getting together and you want to live your truth, please, can you consider the other party? I won't say more than that on that. And so let me now go to the partner that somebody just told you that he wants to now start living his truth. Hey, you can't stop them. And I am begging you, particularly you ladies, the reason why a lot more ladies have been killed in the name of marriage is because they wanted the man to live a particular specific way. When the animal in that man is already showing, your time with him is done, child. Your time with him is done. Now, not every man will turn to that animal. But a lot of men at some point will showcase the animalistic behaviors in them. When they begin to show that behavior, that trait, that act, that is a time for you to take a run. Don't stay there and try to manage crisis. You can't manage a madman. You're not equipped to do that. It could be so nice, and one day he comes home. There are things that lead them to do these things. And one day he comes home and he says, this is what I want to start doing right now. Initially, you will beg, you will cajole, you will try to talk about it. But if they're insisting, my friend, don't insist on them doing what you want. As a matter of fact, excuse them. That's the truth. Take your stuff and go. You can resolve it from afar. You may never get to resolve it. You may decide to move on. But always consider your life. Tonight, I'm going to be bringing you this case of this man, and some of us probably would have heard of it. His name is James Craig, a Colorado dentist. He's a dentist in Colorado, in the United States of America. Just a few days back, he killed his wife. Why? I will tell you why. Let's first of all talk about how he killed her by poisoning her. Now, he didn't just use a very deadly poison. He searched for the poisoning that will be undetected. That's what he searched for. He searched for two things: the poison that will be undetected and the poison that will be in line with the wife's ailment. For instance, let's assume that the wife has what's it called now? Flu. He will not look for poison that will increase the flu. Now, don't forget, she already had flu. So the poison that is introducing will make her have more flu, eventually kill her. To anybody looking, they would think, oh, it was that flu that she had that is actually killing her. But no, the guy was wise. So he searched for the poison that will be undetected and the poison that will be in line with the ailment she had. And he put the doctor, the dentist, introduced the poison into a protein shake. And she was drinking it. And every day he will introduce it. At the point, the wife was so dizzy, and the wife was at the hospital bed when she sent him a text that I feel I've been drugged. And the man said, well, not me. That was what he said. Eventually, and to cut the long story short, the wife died. This was just days ago in Colorado, in the United States of America. Now, the wife died. But here is why. I've told you how. Here is why. Then very soon, I will open up the phone line. The reason why James Craig killed his wife, only one reason. He wanted to be with his mistress. That's all. He wanted to be with another woman. That's all. He wanted to be with another person. That's all. Is it worth it? Women, when will you learn? When will you understand that when a man is done with you, he's done with you? I'm not saying that's a good thing. It's not interesting. It doesn't sound nice. But why would you want to be with a man that wants somebody else? if a man wants somebody else, right, he's using everything within his power to tell you he wants to be with somebody else. Every minute you try to stop him from being with somebody else is a minute that you're putting your life on the line. All Craig wanted to do was just to live with another woman. But the wife was showing this love. The wife was trying to block it. The wife was trying to keep the home. The wife was trying to maintain the home. Okay, now she's dead. You know what baffles me? Do you know how many James Craig that are out there destroying their partners and they do not even know? He would have succeeded because the poison that he used the poison that was undetectable. There are so many ones, particularly in countries where they don't pay so much attention to cause and effect of people dying. And don't forget, he also used the poison to be in line with the image of the wife. So the question is, all he wanted to do was to live with somebody else. And I'm asking you tonight, when a partner decides to live his truth, what should you do? What should you do? Because if Craig had gone his way, if the wife had allowed him to go, maybe she would still be alive today. But she stood her ground that no, Craig, we started this journey together, we're ending it together. God, at those days, man, most journeys may not end together. Smell the coffee, bro. Face the reality, child. Most unions may not end together. It is the desire, it is the wish. But then, let's choose one. Killing themselves or not living together for too long. Of course, I would choose if you want to go your way. Why would you kill somebody else because you want to live your life? I mean, that's sad. By the way, you can check all this news, the news I'm talking about on CNN. It's all over the internet, but you can check it out on CNN and it will be verified. Now, if people want to live their lives, what should we do? Sometimes the way people want to live may not be in line with what you want. Oh my, you've spent 10 years with him. Oh my, you've spent 15 years. Oh my, it's going to be 22 years this month. Yet, he now wants to deviate from the agreement. Do you want to fight it? What do you want to fight? Do you know where the fight is going to end? I'm going to be opening up the phone lines tonight, and I want us to advise some people, because it's not only Craig's family that is going through this. A lot more people are facing it, and people just don't know what to do. When they want to live their truth, what should they do? Do you stand in the way, or do you let them go? One of my favorite callers, Felicia, has always been of the opinion that, look, come what may, people must stay together, and I respect her opinion, and I respect her for who she is. But it's getting, Felicia, if you're listening to me now, it's getting to a level where it is getting dangerous. Look at Craig killed his wife just because he wanted to be with another woman. Is there a reason to kill another person? Why don't you tell her, go, I want to be with somebody else? Hey, maybe that's a lesser evil. I'm not saying it's the right thing, but the woman insisted that no, you ain't going, and guess what? Craig killed her. So when people want to live like what they want to live, what should we do? 346-426-5650. The lines are opened now. 346-426-5650 or 336-456-3800. I'll say that one more time. 336-456-3800. Both lines are open now, and let's call in and let's throw up what we think people should do when they want to when they decide that, okay, this is the way I want to live my life going forward. What can you do? Of course, in some instances where you can report. But guess what? Some things they might want to do may not be illegal. It might be immoral and not illegal. And so, even if you're reporting it, there's no illegality behind it. Of course, immorality is there. So what do you do? I'm only saying this because Too many sisters' lives have been taken in the name of he wanted to start doing this and I said no. He wanted to start going out, at 12 a.m. every morning and I said no. And people get killed for that. He wants to live with somebody else and I said no. People get killed for that. So don't wait till they will report that someone has killed you. It's not worth it. Why don't you find a way, resolve matters if you can resolve them? But if the matters can be resolved, by all means, and for God's sake, go your way. Now, as human beings, we cannot be predictable. People that are extremely nice today or nice this year, next year they may not be the same. For some reasons, people are influenced by a lot of things in the society. Of course, friends could influence friends. And when a friend has influenced a friend, the friend is coming home to the wife and say, hey, I feel that I don't want this type of a thing anymore. I want to start doing something else. And because it's not what you bargained for as a wife, you want to fight. You want to throw some attitudes here and there, and if not well handled, it will metamorphose into physical. Physical will always result into something that is not palatable, and people die in the process of that. And so, whatever has influenced them, it's not your problem. You married a man that was never a druggie. You married a man that never took any drug, but right now he's changing. He's taking drugs. If you can't live with it, don't try to change it. You could die in the process of trying to change what you don't have the power to change. Report it and move away. When he's sober, when he has changed, maybe there could be an opportunity. But until then, don't try and force people into your own reality. Hey, don't get me wrong. I am not saying their reality is the right way. I am not saying their reality is the right approach. I am not saying that they are doing the right thing by swaying. But then, if that's their reality and you have talked about it and they don't want to change, hey, what do you do? What? What do you do? You want to stay there and fight? Someone that is pumping drugs into his system? At some point, he may not know what he's doing. You really want to fight that kind of a thing? Why don't you take the easier path? Why don't you move away from the way so that he can have a fear? And when he's back at his senses, well, maybe. People are influenced by friends, like I said. People are influenced by substances that they're taking. If these are not the things you bargained for from the beginning, and they are beginning to do these things like this is their truth now, my friend, there's only one option. And that option is not to stay and fight. People would always come up with what they think. People change. I want you to know that very well so. You cannot totally 100% bet your life on the fact that a man or a woman may not change. Of course, a lot of people will stay true, which is good. There are still few good people, all right, that will stay true and they will honor what they've pledged. But a lot more people will change. Once they change, notice the change. Once they change, please, instead of fighting a lost battle, instead of fighting and putting your own life on the line, hey, move out of the way. Move out of the way. Move out of the way. Let them have a fear. When you don't move out of the way, guess what? You're basically frustrating them. You're forcing them to take what you're serving them. And they don't like it. Look at Craig killed his wife for only one reason, because he wanted to be with another woman. Why would anybody kill another woman because he wanted to introduce another woman to his life? If you're tired of the person you are with, do the honorable thing. Tell the person you're tired, and just move away amicably, move away peacefully. Killing because you want to bring another woman, to the house, to the family, to the life, it's not worth it. No, it's not worth it. Think about it. Whatever is intoxicating you, it shouldn't be that bad, except if you've gone gagas. If you want to do a thing, no problem, whatever you want to do, but tell your partner, carry your partner along, let them know. Let them know that, okay, this is what you're doing right now, and these are the results. Go ahead and do your thing. If truly you don't have a choice but to do it. Of course, I would always subscribe. And I would always say, do things that will promote the unity and love in the family. Do stuff together. But because human beings are highly unpredictable, those of you that are watching me right now and you think you got it all together, hey man, you don't know what's up for tomorrow. And that's the truth. You don't know what's up. People are influenced by a lot of things. I've told you they're influenced by friends, peer pressure. They're influenced by substances. Social media is influencing people. So someone has gone on social media and found this. Okay, let's assume that. I just want to say a religious man that does not believe in tattoo. I'm just saying one of those things that have caused huge problems in homes, that does not believe in tattoo. But the wife of 15 years came on one day and said, hey, all tattooed up, that this is what she's going to be living like right now. Honestly, such a thing can be managed, definitely. But at the same time, as little as the tattoo is, that could cause death in that family. And so, if you're not going to take it, talk about it amicably. Nobody's going to be hurt by talking peacefully. Nobody's going to be hurt. But when you're trying to stand on your way and say, hey, I will make sure I peel off all that tattoo, I'm going to use blade and scrape it all out. You don't need to go that length. If she's gone astray according to your standard, let her go. If you can bring her back, of course, by all means, bring her back, but softly bring her back in a way that it's not going to rub off some bad blood on everybody. If she's willing to do the things you want, of course, it's good. But then if she's insisting that this is a new reality, and the new reality is not in line with what you believe or what you want or what you like, come on, man. The only thing is to let her go. People have died unnecessarily. People have been killed before their time. People have been sent to early graves for simple reasons that are avoidable. Listen, nobody came with anybody from heaven. Everybody met here. And so, if your partner decided that this is their own new life, what really, I want to know, what can you do? What really can you do? You try to fight, you could die in process. You report, if it's not changing, move. Because if you don't move, they are going to fight. They will push their way through. I've told you, James Craig, the only reason why he killed his wife was because he wanted to live with another woman. I'm sure you're wondering, why should that be a reason to kill another person? It is because the wife that was killed tried to insist that, hey, this is my home. You're not going to do it. So there's some things that are not worth it. There's some things you can't fight. It's okay to want to fight, but always think of the consequences. Now, Mrs. Craig is dead, leaving children, that home. If the man was not detected, do you know when the man will start sleeping with the mistress? Maybe the night of Mrs. Craig's death. I mean, it was a fortunate thing that he got detected. He did everything to cover it up. And the poison he was buying was the one that was indetectable. So I am only trying to say, whoever you're with, please, when they begin to show signs that are too heavy, don't fight it. You have your life to live. In most states in America at least, the property that you have bought together can be shared in house. So it's not a total loss. You can have your life again. But when you want to fight dirty, that is when you could get killed. And so when you are killed, who is losing? You're losing. A lot of women are killed every day for this singular reason. The man that you married was an early comer. In other words, he used to come home like 8 p.m., 9 p.m. But now things have changed. He comes home around 2, and you want to stand by the door and hold him by the shirt and ask him where he's coming from. One of these days he's going to push your head and you're going to hit the wall and you could die. It's a dangerous thing, folk. It is dangerous. So talk to him about coming home early. Try to reason with him. If he's changing, no problem. But if he's not changing, don't force it. Don't. He has found his reality. He has found his truth, and he wants to live it. I will say it for the upteenth time. I am not in support of their truth. I'm not in support of their reality. But a man is a man, man. He's a full-grown man. There's nothing anybody can do about it. I've already spoken with them that their reality should be done in such a way that everybody's carried along so that everybody's at peace. But then you are jacking his shirt because he's coming home late like he has always been doing. What if he died? What will happen? He will come by 4 a.m. this time around. Why don't you think about it? And know that it is not every battle that you should fight. I am not by any way canvassing that you should break your relationship. I am canvassing that you should live. Live your life. Live your life. Live your full potential. Don't cut your life short by going physical on a man that does not care about you. Don't die for anybody's sake. He wants to do it, talk to him. He's not changing, leave him alone. James Craig killed his wife just because he wanted to be with another woman. What if the wife had said, oh, that's what you want to do? No problem. I'm leaving. Will she still be alive? Maybe. Most probably, yes. Will Craig be living with his new woman? Yeah. Maybe. Most probably, yes. But then the wife was insisting, no, not under this roof. No, not on my watch. No. And guess what? They took her out. Don't let nobody take you out. Act like a fool sometimes. If they've decided that this is what they want to do and it's not in line with you, let them go. Very soon I'm going to be going on break. But before then, let me quickly address one or two things. I have said it in passing. Now I want to emphasize it. The person you are with right now could change. What if that person changed? What would you do? Of course, the closer you get, the more you know about yourselves. All right? And when you know about yourselves, maybe there's not likely to be a problem. But when someone is changing, you will always know. And everything they keep emphasizing that they want, please talk to them. Now, when you are doing the talking, don't force it. Don't fight it. Let it be an amicable thing. Let it be something that you are kind of agreeing together that, okay, let's rather take this way or take that way. But when one person is beginning to insist, when one person is beginning to raise their voice, when one person is beginning to say, you can't control me, when one person is beginning to say, but it is my life, then at that time, begin to realize that, yes, it is their life. Of course, you can always report any case to the police. But there are some of them, they will tell you that this is just a family matter. You can't force a man to be jailed if the case is not a criminal case. If it's just a case of a moral case or family matters that could be resolved according to the eyes of the law, you understand? You can't force him to go to jail. The best you can do is to excuse yourself. A lot of women are being killed because they did not know when to excuse themselves. Now, excusing yourself does not mean that you're divorcing. You can actually step aside for some time, talk about it from afar. Many times he will realize and he will come back home. But if he's not realizing, if he's not coming back home, let him go. Good riddance. I'm not going to finish it. Let me go on a very quick break, and when I return, I'll begin to pick your calls. All right, this is Shine Life Matters with Eshman, and I will see you at the other side of the divide.
My name is SHINA OYINLOLA. From January 1st to March 31st, your ad making will be $500, and we will give you a 2 weeks free usage on Abntv and all our platforms. Thank you so much for being there for us. Thank you for being there all the time. God bless you. And I want to let you know that we love you. Bye for now.
Making people happy over a long period of time makes us put you first in everything you do with us. We have badged multiple awards, sending and receiving packages. Amgri Logistics. We ship via air and ocean to Nigeria. We also ship within the USA via FedEx, UPS, USPS, Amazon, and DHL. Amgri Logistics. We do instant money transfer to any part of the world with the best rate. We also do international driver license. Amgri Logistics. We are at 11850 Business Street, Suite G, Houston, Texas 77099. Check us out at www.amgrilogistics.com or care@amgrilogistics.com. Telephone 346-374-7743 or 832-614-5180. IG at Amgri Logistics _. Tell someone about us because we are swift, affordable, and reliable.
Asu Rock African Market. We work hard to provide you with a wide selection of things you enjoy from Africa that are of the greatest quality. We are the premier African grocery store franchise in USA. African food products, meats, pastries, and hot and ready-eat meals. Check us out today at www.azurrockmarket.com. Open 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. Monday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. on Sunday. 13711 West Hammer Road, Suite A1, Houston, Texas 77077. Seamless, DoorDash, Uber Eats, Grubhub, and Postmates. Call us now at 832-990-7590. In-store shopping or in-store pickup and deliveries. Asu Rock African Markets. Catering and everyday entertaining.
Welcome back. This is Sharing Life Matters with Eshman, and I'm so glad that you're there. Now, don't forget, I've told you severally, if you have any advertising needs, surely talk to us, and we'll be glad to showcase your products and services to the world. You could have programs coming up, and you could have other things that you just want the world to know. We're here to bring it to the world. Thank you. I will be expecting either your call or your text messages. Tonight we'll be looking at when people decided to live their truth even after they are married. Now, the fact that someone is married to you does not mean that he will be glued to you for the rest of his life. Hey, separation, divorce is not a new thing. These things have been with us from time immemorial. And guess what? They're going to be with us till long after we have left here ourselves. They're not new. And I do not want you to see them as something that it's a do or die affair. Your life matters, not just to you, to your children, to people that love you, to your aged parents, to those that are concerned about you. So when you are with a partner, like I said, there's no guarantee that they will be with you forever. Anybody can change, and that's just the truth. Of course, I know that people are close enough, they talk enough, there's an expectation that they are not likely to. But as long as that person is human, highly unpredictable, and I don't want you to allow any surprises to shock you. There are too many surprises that we see in and out of the society like every day. So don't let anything shock you beyond what you can handle. All right? People change. And so whatever partner you're with, if they're changing in such a dangerous level, you would always know, you would always see these things. Some of them are even getting violent. You will always know the way they talk, the way they yell, the way they address things, the threats that they give. These things will always show the kind of people that you're with. If truly they cannot, they are no longer happy with you or staying with you, that's no big deal. And you understand how painful it could be, particularly when you're talking about many years of union. But take a pick. Either you leave or you leave. Now, one living is leaving the house, the other living is leaving the world. You got to choose one of the two. So sometimes when they're coming up with things that you cannot imagine, please leave. Tomorrow, I'm going to tell you about somebody that in this case, oh God, the partner, this is a partner of many years. We will address it very well, okay? The partner of many years decided to bring his friend, a male friend, that the two of them will sleep together with his wife. See, people come up with some unbelievable things. And so when they come up with these things, you as a woman, what will you do? Will you stay there and fight, or you'll find your way out? When you want to fight, somebody will die in the process. You could get killed in the process. If that's a life your man wants to live now, that's not for you. You're not cutting for that kind of a life. Then leave. Don't stay there and try to fight it. That Mrs. Craig tried to fight it, and guess what? She paid with her life. The man is around now. They're not going to kill the man. The worst is they put him in prison. And that's the truth. But he still has his life anyway. So what I'm trying to say is that if your partner has chosen this life that is unattractive to you and you don't like, rather than putting your own life on the lifeline, please, why don't you excuse yourself? Of course, before you excuse yourself, a lot of things must be done. You have to really talk about it. Always don't forget, if you have to beg, beg. If you have to spend money, spend money. If you have to call on others to step into it, call on others to step into it. You would try and do all those. If they don't work, don't fight. No, don't fight. Move. You got to leave him in his own world, because that is now his own reality. So Judge Craig came home to say he has a mistress now that he wanted, that his love has changed. And no, the wife wasn't going to have it. Then gradually, he started planning how to poison her. Now, I want you to know that whoever you're with may never plan to kill you. I want you to know that. But the reality is, when you are forceful, when you're forcing them to live your life, there would always be friction. There would always be that banter. And sometimes there would always be that physical attempt of outright physical fighting. And guess what? Usually, such things kill. You can't imagine one blow at the wrong side of your head. It kills. So why would you want to wait till that level? Always reason it out. Always listen. Every man is born free. Anybody listening to me now, you must do your best to be moral. You must do your best to do the right thing. If you have made a pledge, try as much as possible to sustain. Try as much as possible to live the pledge, to live your own part of it, to contribute your own part. Just do your best. But then, because you're human, once you begin to see signs in you that you're about to change, discuss with your partner. Don't just suddenly come up on them with unimaginable requests. These things could be too shocking. Discuss with them. Let them know that you find the truth that you want to live. Nobody's going to kill you for that, because I don't want you to also kill another person for what you are enjoying. It's your life. Nobody can stand on your right. But then your best bet is to please tell the partner about these things and amicably agree, rather than looking for a way to get them off. Nobody deserves to be killed. Honestly, ladies, and I would sincerely beg you, when a man comes to you to say he's tired, he wants to go, hey, wait, consider it. Don't just throw it off all the time. Don't insist that no, it's not possible. Wait. If that's what's going to save your life, wait. Everything cannot be fight, and battle. People don't survive those battles sometimes. I've given you a good example tonight of Mrs. Craig. Not due to her fault though. She actually didn't know she was being poisoned. And that exactly is what another person may want to do, because they don't want to have police trouble. So whatever they're planning may not be something that is very obvious to you. But make sure you don't stand on the way of anybody. Please don't. Those of you that are counseling people, parents, elder sisters, elder brothers that are talking to people, don't force nobody to stay in a place where they are not happy. Don't force them. Sometimes you want to force them with your own belief. You want to use your own lifestyle to judge them. No, you're two different people. So we've had people canceling others and they say, oh, look at me. I've done 37 years together, and I'm still, she's not you. She's a different person, and she's not married to your husband. She's married to somebody else that is, so they're totally unrelated. What you can bear, what you can handle, she may not be able to handle. I'm saying all this because the more lives we save, the better for the society. But when we put everybody on the hard line, oh no, make sure you fight it, and they don't come back alive and they don't survive it, we gather, we attend their burial, and guess what? Life moves on. It is not possible for one person to die and that day the sun will not shine. It's not possible. If you died, the TV will still open. The banks will still open. There won't be any demonstration because of you. So why do you want to? So why don't you please understand that you are with someone that is highly unpredictable, and the less force you use, the better. If they've made up their mind that this is the truth, this is their reality, hey, by all means, try and talk to them, try and beg them, do everything within your power, but don't force. If they are insisting, let them be. It is their lives. You don't own nobody's life. I know you decide you plan to share a life together, you plan to share family together, you plan to share everything together, but unfortunately, nobody knows how far it would go. So if it didn't last, it didn't last. At least you still have your life. You can still do things with your life. But in the case where you want it to last by force, why? Because you want to create an impression to people that you have a happy home and you know that you're not happy. And at the end of the day, the man start punching you and some other things happen. You don't want that to happen. So the summary of tonight is that people may want to live their truth. If you cannot influence them, if you cannot convince them, if you cannot get them to believe what you believe, leave them alone. When you stand on their way, it's like you're obstructing them. They don't like it. So whatever their happiness is, whatever their truth is, I may not be able to tell. Honestly speaking, please do everything to convince them. But then if you cannot convince them, please leave them alone. If you may have to excuse yourself because you don't want to share in that, the one I'm going to tell you tomorrow, of course, I'm going to be asking you ladies, most of you will not want to share that kind of a thing. What do you do? If you can't share in it and it keeps coming on with it, what do you do? Excuse yourself, leave it alone before you get into bigger trouble. Hey, tonight, here's where we're going to hang it on. honestly speaking, and I say the truth every time I say it, when I look up and I see the time, most of the time has already gone. When I'm thinking that, oh yeah, I'm just warming up, I'm just starting. I don't know why it's like that. But seriously, my friends, I want you to take tonight's topic very dear to your heart. Pray, watch, do everything, let your relationship work. But if your partner is insisting that this is his lifestyle now, don't try to force him. Beg him, talk to him, plead with him, call people to talk to him. All those things are still normal. If he changed, fine. But then if he decided not to change, and this new life is not in agreement with you at all, rather than standing on his way of happiness, I want you to find a way to excuse yourself. There are too many things happening, and R.I.P. to Mrs. What's her name? Mrs. George, that got killed because the husband wanted to be with another lady. It really didn't have to be that way. But unfortunately, a good woman is dead and gone. If you're out there, whatever you're thinking, have a meeting with your partner. Discuss it. Agree together. Move together. But then if you cannot move together, well, find a better alternative. And that better alternative is not by killing another person. This is hoping that tonight's topic has reached out to you, and beautiful things we hope to hear from you. I want to appreciate all those that worked with me at the studio tonight, ensuring that these pictures come to your view. I really appreciate all of you. Georgina Braco, thank you very much for the good job that you're doing. Bukola Sarah, thank you for always going up and down, ensuring that all the commercials are well aligned. Ehiko Wecho, thank you for a good job, well done as well. And of course, our boss, SHINA Ayo OYINLOLA, thank you for the fatherly advice you keep giving us, and thank you for the good spirit of leadership that you display all the time. This is hoping that when we see again, there'll be good news in your mouth. Until then, this is Share Life Matters with Eshman, and I will see you at the other side of the divide. Let's see you again tomorrow. Good night, everybody.
Discover the uniqueness in the entertainment industry. African Broadcasting Network, ABN, is now the pace setter in the industry. Do you want to advertise your product and services? Count on us. We will do it much more than your expectations. African Broadcasting Network, ABN, will deliver quick and prompt services. Our quality and clarity stands us out when it comes to delivering quality broadcasting. Our staffs are hardworking and versatile in the specific field of office. Our environment is so conducive, and we are open to all. We also give advice on how to run your business profitably. African Broadcasting Network is situated at
10039 Business Street, Suite 338, Houston, Texas 77036. Telephone 346-426-5650 or 832-490-8203.
Website www.abntvnetwork.com. ABN, celebrating Africans.